I think quite a few people get bored of just the SBD, and they're like, let's do something else now, something a bit more dynamic. Yeah.
That's right. I think there's a big crossover, and I always think as well of the two sports, which ones get the most kind of like.
Oh, world's strongest man, without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah.
Strongest man's like on a global scale. It just sounds cool.
It does.
I'm a strong man.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And it's not you showing up. It's like you said, it's a sport. Like,
Yeah.
It sounds cool.
Even people who are powerlifters would probably say world's strongest man events are more interesting to watch as well.
Yeah.
They just are. Don't get me wrong, being a strong powerlifter is incredibly impressive, but just seeing someone being able to like do the Atlas Stones and axle press like 250.
Bench press feels great, but it's probably the most boring to watch.
Oh, it's really boring.
Bench press is so boring.
Especially when before they changed sort of the rules and the legislation of how much you can arch your back and you've got to get down to 45 degrees, etc. You'd have these really supple women who would, it wasn't so much an issue with guys just because their flexibility wasn't the same. We'd have these really supple women who would be podiuming, getting gold, because they could arch their back, get their sternum about that far away from the bar and go. And then that would be them winning, which is really boring to watch.
What they do is, they arch everything up. So my chest is kind of the bench. That's all the women.
Right, yes, I see.
They're a lot bigger. They're essentially trying to make it easier. Like instead of lowering the bar down, pushing their body towards it.
Yeah.
And you get that a lot.
It does look hard, yeah.
There's a guy that's a strongman I follow called Paolo O'Brien, and he takes the piss out of powerlifters. And there was a really funny one the other day where a guy literally had his feet almost behind where his head was on the bench.
It's crazy.
And it looked like some of the exorcism. He goes, "Hi guys, welcome to the exorcism." Bench press today.
It's ridiculous. It's like a level of contortion as well. Have you given that a go?
Yeah, I've done 10.
You've done 10. All right. Cool. Tell you.
Another 5 each side.
Yeah, we'll stick another 5 each side. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this. How did it feel?
Okay. I could feel the weight, but that was about it.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So dose yourself up on chalk once you need it. Of course, the biomechanics of this are very different to do with the dumbbells, aren't they?
It's more pleasant, I find.
Yeah.
Dumbbell lifts are.
Yeah, and you're going to have to develop a greater range of movement when you're doing it with the dumbbells, because the distance between the bottom of the weight and your handle isn't as great.
Yeah.
So you got 60 on the bar now, 60 kilo.
60 kilo.
In total.
In total, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hands slightly further apart. There you go. Drop the hips down, drive up. There you go. Good. Slide the bar down close to your legs. Touch up. Good. Opening the knees and the hips at the same time. Keep your chest proud. Good. That's it. Drive up nice. There we go. Good. We'll go one more. Nice. Drive. Good. There we go. And then we'll rest at the bottom there. Happy days. How was that?
All right.
Yeah? Good. Out of 10, how hard was the last one?
8.
8? Okay. A true 8?
What's a true 8?
Like if someone put a gun to your head, would you be able to do more than 2 reps?
Possibly.
We'll stick a little bit more weight on. We'll stick some 2.5s on.
I can time my sets in between your conversations.
So that's going to be 65. Well, I'm going to have a rest.
Yeah, no, this is where your 5 minutes of rest comes in.
Yeah. Well, that certainly felt like.
Yeah, all John's medals, whatnot. Looking at this, yeah. That's the reason why Mum doesn't rest in between sets, because the weight that she's lifting isn't hard enough to warrant the rest time.
She's very worried about getting told off by you.
She will be. I need to take her for a session and then...
Yeah, well, you have to bring it here.
Yeah,
She'll find something to complain about.
that'd be good. Be good. So, what we'll do is we'll start timing the rest periods as well. How long have we got here? We can go in 5 minutes. We'll start timing the rest periods as well, because what can happen is if you're not used to resting for five minutes, I don't know whether you can concur with this, Ryan. When you're used to resting such a short period of time, like, I don't know, 10 seconds in between sets, and then you think, right, I'll rest for 5 minutes. You'll rest probably a minute and a half, 2 minutes, like, oh, that's 5 minutes. I'm done, I'm ready to go back in. But you do need to make sure that you give yourself...
You used to rest for 5 minutes, and sort of like rest for a minute.
Yeah.
You get like 3 minutes, and you're like, that's 5 minutes.
Yeah, 100%, yeah. I can remember sort of going from that transition from bodybuilding to CrossFit a few years ago. With bodybuilding, it's like a minute and a half rest, 2 minutes rest, which is probably the shorter rest period out of all those spectrums. But with CrossFit, there's no rest at all. It's just you go. I felt ill, violently ill after doing my first few workouts. It was horrendous. Just because
it goes so quick, isn't it?
it goes, yeah.
You're like a circle that you're doing with someone in the car, and you have a minute rest after each round. That minute goes, like, I've literally just put my hands on my knees.
Yeah.
That circuit's over.
And then straight back in. I can remember Jerome was like, right, come on, finish strong. I was like, mate, I've not started strong. I feel horrendous.
I'm from leaving that circuit towards the end, and you feel a bit queasy.
Yeah.
But it's good because you're pushing to that level. But that's when just you again doing too much, where you felt those levels of fatigue. That was just you going from 0 to 100.
That's
you're going sick after a circuit. That's 0 to 100.
100%, yeah.
You're so close to 100% when you're feeling sick, because your body's going to say, this is disgustingly hard.
Well, it's fight or flight at that point.
Yeah.
That's when you're trying to get rid of as much weight as possible, just to try and make everything a bit more. Yeah.
These challenges, like, this is what we're doing, this is the set. You can't go, well, can we take that out and that out? You're like, fuck it.
We'll just throw it all at the wall and see what happens.
Are you not doing anything, Christy?
I'm not deadlifting. From that workout we're talking about, my lower back is still really sore. I might do. I'll see how it feels. Don't look at me that way.
Watch your speaker or your
I know.
microphone.
So we're all right. I was resting just above. Yeah, no, that's enough for me to feel as though I've done something with my lower back.
Right, shall I start again?
Yeah, we'll go in. So we've got 65 kilos. See how we go. Nice.
It's heavy.
Make sure every single time, get yourself set right. Keep everything tight. Tight, good, better, there we go. Once the bar's past your knees, think about pulling your hips through. Good, there you go. Drive up, good. One more. Drive, good. There we go, rest. Nice.
That's it.
There you go, that's where we are. So we'll do,
That's 65 kilos,
yeah.
which is about 140 pounds.
No, yeah. I know, you get out of rest, don't you? Yeah. It's when you're doing some slower reps like that, a little bit more time under tension, heart rate increases, got to sort your breathing out.
That will be useful.
As a kid, was he always into fitness?
Sorry?
Was Chris always into fitness, exercise, lifting weights?
Oh, God. From being very young, we used to have, when he was a child, a ceiling challenge. And that was to touch the ceiling in the dining room and then the ceiling in the kitchen without touching the floor in between.
So the way that worked was I was small enough to have to climb up the door frame. So I was like properly small. And then you think about the gap between you've not been into our house, but there's like a sort of bit more of a, is it a Victorian house? No, it's not. Yeah. So there's quite a big gap between the top of the door frame and the ceiling, like probably about that far. So it was like I don't know, how old was I?
Well, I don't know. You were small enough to go up like that.
Yeah. So I'd go up the door, get to the top of the door frame, and then have to like sort of pull myself up to the top, try and touch the door, the ceiling, come back down, and then sort of like do like a traverse, like a climb and bouldering traverse across from one side into the other, into the kitchen, and then go up and touch the ceiling again.
Because the door for the dining room and the kitchen were like that.
They're adjacent.
Right. So you can get between the two doors quite easily.
Yeah. So go from one to the other, and that was, and we were.
It's amazing as a kid though, to like those coordination skills and
Oh,
challenges.
yes.
Actually also a little
Or
bit
power to weight ratio. Because
Yeah.
you could do door frame pull-ups. and then this fingerboard that we've got is one we bought for Christy for his birthday.
Dad.
And just as we
Dad.
bought it, what?
Camera. Anyway.
Just as we bought it, we read about growth plates. And we said, right, well, we bought it, but you can't use it.
Yeah.
It's all myth that.
And there's new evidence that's come out to say that that's not true.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
In fact, it's actually the opposite. The more pressure you put on the growth plates, the more they grow as a response to the pressure.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Because we went to the climbing works and there were notices everywhere about, children of a certain age don't get them to go up the fingerboards.
Yeah, my dad used to say the same thing. He got a home gym when I was a kid, and he used to go up and reading stuff online. You be careful how much weight you lift because it might stunt your growth. I remember going, Dad, I'm jacked and I stay this small. I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
At that age, you're not really bothered. Like you just want to get big and muscular. But he never did any damage.
Clearly not.
Yeah. How old were you when?
I was 7 foot.
Yeah.
I started something there.
How old were you when you started training? You were young, weren't you? Like 12, 13?
12 years old, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of these ones you get at home where like, you sit in a chair, it's everything. Like, you've got to press, you've got to fly, you've got leg extension, you've got to pull down above your head. It was all like one stack of weights behind. But I think even like back then, the ingenuity to fit so many pieces of equipment into one.
I mean, it's impressive, but once you migrate from that to a proper gym where you have all of the machines that are separated out into their own individual functions, going back to something like that is vile. It's horrible.
An analogy between people who specialise in different areas of coaching. When you get a lat pull down that specialises in just being a lat pull down, there's so much more from it. You're getting a lat pull down that's also a bench press and a leg extension and a fly. It's just not designed to be that specific.
Mr. Metaphor over here, right? Right, now probably time to go back in for another set.
Right, yes, I certainly can't up the weight anymore.
No, so we'll keep it this way. Remember, get yourself set. So, bring it back down, stop it at the bottom. So, just relax. What I would say, before you even go to properly drive, try and get your body in a position where you've taken the tension and the slack out of the bar. So when you do drive, there isn't that initial go and then you sort of catch again. So try and take that tension out of the bar, drive a little bit, feel that resistance, and then give it the beans and go up. And bring your hands in just a smidge.
About that?
Little bit more. Get your elbows resting on your knees. That's it. There you go. That's it. Good. Keep breathing.
That's me.
There you go. So you do proper tempo reps.
What does that mean?
So it's essentially the concentric and eccentric phase of your lift is really, really slow. Most people, when they're doing deadlifts, they'll get to the top, hold on to the bar, but just allow gravity to pull it back down to the bottom, which means that your sort of power output isn't the same, but you're getting slightly more taxing of the central nervous system and the muscles as well. So it's good, swings and roundabouts, pros and negs for both. So the reason you can feel quite a big pull, I mean, don't get me wrong, everyone when they do deadlifts feels a big pull, but the reason that you can feel quite a big pull is because you always start with your hips quite high. So you start with your hips quite high, and if you think about it in a sense of moments and levers, if I come to here, I've essentially, when you think about where the bar is joining me, I've got the majority of my mass there. If I bring my hips closer, I've essentially on that horizontal plane reduced the length of that lever, if that makes sense. But if I move my hips further back, then I've increased the length of that lever. So you've just got more tension going through that lower back.
So your back is closer to the vertical.
Exactly, yeah. So when the closer your back is to the vertical, the less tension that goes through it. Of course, you still have quite a lot, but it's slightly less. But because you're much closer to the vertical, you've got really high hips.
Okay, well I'll try lowering them down, but then...
You may find it hard because you've got quite long femurs.
Yeah.
So the same reason that you have an issue with your squats.
Yeah.
Of course it can get better, but this is your first time doing it. But still, have a little bit longer to rest. And we'll go into it. Have you eaten, Ryan?
Yes, man, fucking big fully English.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice. Is that a Christmas tradition for you?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually,
Yeah.
Do a lot of calories today. I'm going to try the calories
Oh yeah.
all day. Not because I'm restricted.
Just because you want to see what you actually eat. Yeah.
I also, a big Christmas tradition for me, for the last 3 years, I found a client actually told this. It's called a mince pie shake. Have you heard of it?
Nah, it sounds vile, in all honesty.
Vile?
It sounds disgusting.
Do you like mince pies?
No, that's why it doesn't sound nice to me. You probably wouldn't mind that. I mean, actually, I don't think you would.
I would prefer them as mince pies, but...
They're even better blend, trust me.
Yeah.
So you get a nutrient bullet, 3 mince pies, oat milk, cinnamon, and a scoop of ice cream.
Unbelievable.
That certainly sounds very nice.
It does sound quite nice.
It tastes nicer than it sounds, trust me.
Right.
Really? Oh, fair enough, actually. Yeah.
Honestly, but it's 1,000 calories because there's like 250, 260 calories per mince pie. So mince pie is 750 calories basically. And then you've got oat milk and ice cream on top of that. So
No,
it's
that.
over 1,000 calories.
Yeah. No, it's the ice cream which really is the, pardon the pun, icing on the cake.
You try and take in then, Ryan.
Well, today, the sky's the limit really.
Yeah.
But usually around 3,000 now.
3,000.
3,000 moment. If I want to be like a little bit leaner, 2,800. Yeah. But 3,000 is like that. At the time being, it's been a slight surplus. That's what I do.
I can remember when I was working at Spark, which is just down the road from you, that the stroke rehab place. Because I was walking to work and from every single day, my NEAT was like a fair bit higher than it is right now because I'm driving to work. And I thought it would be interesting just to count my calories, just to see how far away I am from the 5,000 calorie challenge. And I was like, and then what I'll try and do is try and bump it up and see how hard it is to get to the 5,000 calorie challenge or the 5,000 calorie mark. Come about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'd hit 5,000 calories. And I was like, Jesus Christ. But it was because I was going for really calorie dense foods. So I had my breakfast at Greg's and it was like a big breakfast. So I got like a couple of donuts, a few sausage rolls, a steak bake and a sandwich. And already I was at like 2,000 calories. Just carried that right the way through. But it's when you go for those foods, you can cram in calories so easily. So
That's
easily.
what I try to kind of get across to clients is actually you can eat quite a lot of food and you can feel very full. You just got to change the type of foods you have it. So that's why eating 5,000 calories worth of like rice, pasta, chicken, salmon, vegetables, like you have 2,000 calories that feel so
You feel, yeah.
It's just denser food, your body taking more nutrients, it automatically shuts off your hunger hormone. And that's where the clients go wrong because they're having too much of those things.
Well,
and they can't afford to have those things. You can because your needs high, you're training lots, but Greg's every day for a lot of people just isn't conducive with them training?
Oh, I mean, it's not conducive for any aspect of life, really. I don't think it's...
I think if you have 5,000 calories and you have a steak day that's 350 calories, it's not even 10% of your daily calories.
No, it's not, but essentially what I mean is the quality of the foods. So, you know, like you read about all those studies of people who've eaten McDonald's every single day but still managed to lose weight because it's feeds into your calories in, calories out. However, they'll have also reported really oily skin, getting spots, not feeling great, their mood's going down, CV's going down, like libido's going down. So it just affects everything on a massively systemic level, even though it still works for your calorie out. Oh yeah, without shadow of a doubt.
It will affect like your ability to grow muscle and use that nutrients to look better. Because nutrients themselves are used to build protein.
Oh yeah, the part of protein synthesis, yeah.
So,
and it also impacts the quality of your sleep, which is where protein synthesis takes place. So all of these things come into it.
yeah, you feel like shit. And hence the guy, what was that documentary called? The guy...
Super Size Me.
Super Size Me.
Yeah.
What fascinates to that. And he got some serious...
Oh, he got really, really bad health consequences, yeah.
Not death, but like dizzy, like serious disease.
He was, I don't know whether he was diabetic or pre-diabetic by the end of it. And he didn't do it for too long. I think it was just a few months, something like that, yeah. But yeah, it took effect really, really quickly. Yeah. But he also stopped exercising as well, which I think would have had that's a significant co-founding factor to his outcomes, which probably wasn't highlighted in the way that it should have been. Because I think that has a massive effect.
Thinking back now, that was actually a really groundbreaking. Even today, still talking about today, it was so groundbreaking at the time. Not only because no one ever really done that before and had it every single day and documented it, but also to go against such a huge company.
Yeah.
It would arguably just for anyone else find out that documentary, pay £1 million and go, shut up, basically.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. 100%. I think because there's so much more of a highlight on health, fitness, well-being now, I think if that documentary was released, it would have a much bigger impact. Yeah. I think it should be redone. Yeah. Should.
How many of those documentaries they're just, quiet?
Oh, silenced. Yeah. Possibly. Go on.
Let's ask for a spot. I'll let you do a set.
Yeah. Cool. See it. Good. Breathe. Good. That's it. Good. There you go. One more. We've got one more in you. You've got it. That's it. Drive up. Drive. Good. There you go. That's it. Done. Happy days. How'd it feel? Yeah. Good.
He's earning that Christmas dinner.
Yeah. We're well, I was about to say we're both training fasted. Currently I'm not. Dad's the only one, yeah.
And what?
I said you're training fasted.
Then no calories. We have these involuntary muscles in our intestines that I get battered. We were snacking all day every day, constantly working. So it does help. I've had a lot of clients who swear by fasting actually.
Yeah. And the only thing I have to do is make sure I can take in enough calories.
Because 1 meal a day. Do you have 1 meal a day?
No,
Okay.
2.
2. Okay.
So I have one, say 12, and then another at 5:30, 6, 7.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, it does. I've got one guy at the moment who's on like 2,500 calories, and he only has 1 meal a day. But he gets it all in somehow.
So that'd be quite uncomfortable.
I was going to say that might have the opposite effect, where actually you're overloading your digestion in such a short period of time, and it challenges it again.
Yeah.
I also feel as though there'd be a lot of those calories you'd actually miss out on would pass through his system if he's trying to take them in all in one go.
Yeah, like nutrients. If you're having, let's say, you need like over 100 grams of protein. Try having 100 grams of protein in one meal. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Should be alright to be fair, it's just a bit of a safety thing.
Yep. Come on.
Wow, it's really weird pain on this. About 3 reps in, I was like, do I put it back? No, I'm just going to power through.
Was it just from having it slightly more extended?
It slips out slightly, and it just kind of almost on and off.
Oh, okay, yeah. And when the weight's this heavy, it's hard to recorrect that and bring it back across.
How much weight is on you?
It's 110
110.
kilos. Yeah. So when it comes to lifting weights in Europe, everything's in kilos.
Because it doesn't look that much because they're narrow plates.
Yeah, no, but
exactly.
it is a lot.
God, 110 is a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a big bench in there, haven't you?
Yeah.
What, you still benching?
Yeah, still benching. I did. Got a PB. I got a PB. I was speaking to Josh about it actually. I don't know how long ago. Maybe a week and a half ago. I got 120 for 7.
Did you?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I was very, very happy with that. That is an all-time PB. So whilst my deadlift and my squat has gone to absolute shit.
Yeah, I found that interesting. I've been focusing more just really on like pressing movements, like benching, shoulder pressing. Both of those have come a long way.
Yeah.
It's, just that focusing on those.
Well, it's just.
I wonder if it's a fatigue thing.
I think it is a fatigue thing because you can only really delegate so much energy to one particular movement, and if you're enjoying that movement more than the rest of them, you're more likely to give it the beans.
My deadlifts were working really well last year, but nothing else is really moving. Squats weren't moving much. I think you almost kind of have to go out all eggs in one basket for a little bit.
Well, you do. It's like that sort of microcycling in a macro cycle.
Yeah.
It's like, so you've got a strength block now. What are the different movements that you're prioritizing within that strength block? And then they're like your macrocycles within microcycles within your macrocycle.
Put the weights back on there or leave them like that?
We'll sort them out now actually. We'll stop filming and. How come you're training on Christmas Day then?
I don't really know. I've toyed with the idea for a few years, and I've always done like a little bit of like conditioning or something on Christmas Day. But this year, I think it was in summertime. Someone was saying about Ultraflex that was open, and a few other gyms. And they said it was really good, nice atmosphere. And I thought, I do fancy that. And then as I kind of got towards Christmas, I just thought it'd be a nice idea to kind of go down. I also thought as well, with it being on the Monday, it works quite well for me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I always like to start Monday with a workout, no matter whether it's Christmas or not.
Well, yeah, whether it's Christmas or it's still a Monday.
I've been in the Monday for a long, long time. Normally, it's been at a weekend quite a lot, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I can be quite flexible on those days on my workouts. 'Cause I normally have one rest day a week, so I can afford to have like one day over the weekend. Nothing apart from that really, just fancied it as well.
Yeah. I think when you're in a position or a privileged position to enjoy working out and training, it's almost a bit of a bizarre concept for those that aren't and don't enjoy it. So like, why on earth would you want to do that on Christmas Day? It's like, actually, no, I do enjoy this. Yeah. And it being Christmas Day doesn't change the fact that I enjoy this.
Yeah, like Amy doesn't really get it. Like, she was like, just have fucking one day off for Christmas, Jesus Christ. But you're right, when you enjoy something, why would you not want to do the thing you enjoy on, a day that's for celebrating? Exactly.
And whenever you do work hard in the gym, I always find as though that I enjoy my food so much more. Yeah. The food tastes better, and it's not necessarily a guilt thing, it's just like a work reward sort of relationship.
I feel like less of a slob. It's a day when there's going to be loads of calories, so why would you not want to train and expend some calories on the day when it's going to be the highest calories of the day?
And then when you do eat all that food, as you say, you feel like a bit of a slob, so it's meant to be a day for enjoying everything and feeling really, really good. And it almost seems a little bit, almost seems a little bit paradoxical. Oh, okay, this is a day for enjoying everything. However, I feel like shit. So why would you not put things in place to allow you to enjoy it to the best of your ability?
And I think as you get towards the end of the day, that fear intensifies. Where it's like you're full of food, you've not moved all day, and you're like looking at your belly out there, your pants are undone, and you're like, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah. And it's for me, we always I've always eaten quite a lot of chocolate on Christmas Day. And when you eat high volumes of chocolate, you always feel like shit.
Yeah.
And I feel as though...
I mean, literally, if you eat too much chocolate, you start to feel sick.
You do, yeah.
It's a weird sicky feeling from chocolate.
Because it's not like you're going to be sick. You just feel very like you just feel like really gluttonous, sluggish, bit of a slob. Right. Well, we'll just start off with some light pull-ups, just get a feel for it, and then start adding some weight on. Well, that'll do me.
What's the official name?
SSPC.
SSPC.
Yeah.
Has it got an Instagram?
Yeah.
Is the location tag as well?
I believe so. Yeah.
SSPC.
SSPC. Or if it's not that, it's Sheffield Sports Performance Centre.
That is ideally what I would like is one of those.
Yeah. Also, you need to remember to breathe. You didn't breathe once throughout that whole set.
I just breathe quietly.
No, you didn't breathe at all. That's why you're out of breath as you finished.
Got to breathe, mate. That's really important.
But also, if you're not breathing, as you know, your muscles are going to require all that oxygen.
Yeah.
And then if the concentration of oxygen goes down, then your power output's going to be sacrificed significantly. Where's this? This is what we want. Yeah, baby.
Right.
Right. Okay, see how we get on with this. Don't want to go wide or like this. I'll go like that. Whoosh. Just nipped myself. There we go.
I don't think I'm going to be doing that one.
Now, do you want to carry on with body weight? Breathe. Do you find this grip slightly more challenging than the one at home?
Less challenging, actually.
Less challenging. Why do you think about 4 reps is the ceiling at the moment?
I wouldn't say it's the ceiling, it's more like the warming up.
The warming up?
Well, the warming up, but also because I did a 10 and a 6 yesterday, so I'm not as strong. But no, I'm not going for broke yet, because I thought we were going to do 5 sets.
Oh, I see what you mean. Typically, I try and get as close to failure as you can with each set.
Okay, well, I'll have a go then.
But now plenty of rest time, because if I try and go again with that 20 kilos, I'm not going to get it at all. Oh.
Right.
You sound like a duck.
I could try with one of those. I'm not sure if I could.
Are you wanting to give it a go?
Yeah, I'll give it a go. I don't know whether I'll do it or not. But
Yeah. I think 10 kilos is heavy.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I might go up to I might try and do 25, but what's the daisy, all right. Did you manage to find it, Ryan? SSPC?
No, I couldn't actually. No.
Couldn't find it, fair enough. Might be because you don't... yeah.
I'll try and find it.
Yeah.
You've got an intro on it, follow.
Yeah, they've got an Insta, yeah.
What was your pay membership?
I think it's £50 or £60 going into the new year.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's a smaller gym, and it's not as if he's got investors, it's just him, so... Yeah. If you're into this kind of stuff, this is the best place in Sheffield, really. Yeah. No. Yeah, but you don't need much, but the stuff that does really come in handy is these things like the monoliths. You know, you get yourself set up, then as soon as you unrack it, they just come away from you. All that sort of stuff.
And it's not what I like it, it's not like they've done a lot with the space and got the basics. They've also not spent millions on the Myra fixtures. Actually, like it's cost effective, I think.
Well, you've got what you need. You've got a lot of what you need and want. Barbells, monoliths, the cages are quite a lot as well. The plates as well. They're where the rest of the 20 plates are. Yeah. But yeah, no, the barbells. Of course, yeah. Yes, we shall go. All right, I'll leave that there. Yeah, this is mainly why the sessions take so long, because we're just chatting shit all the time.
Right.
So yeah, you've just done another set, so it's me now, is it? Is it me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll have a go at 10, just to see if I can do one.
Yeah. Oh, going to be picking up some funny sounds on this mic. Oh. Give it a go, yeah?
So how do I...
Just like that?
Yeah.
I suppose I'll help you feed it on. That's it, you get it clipped on. Right, I'm going to let it dangle now. You just let it go. That's it.
Right.
When you go to do your pull-up,
Yeah.
squeeze the plate between your legs so it doesn't swing and make it harder. Come on. One more, drive. Come on. Nice. Take that. We'll take that. You also definitely made life harder for yourself by starting the pull-up here and then swinging in. Do you notice that?
Well, I've noticed that I swing into that. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Right.
That's it. I'll just pick it up for you.
Thank you.
There you go. That was good though. I was impressed with that. Really good. Oh.
It does feel different to doing it at home.
As in more challenging?
Not particularly more challenging. In some ways it just feels better.
Better, yeah. I think it's because you have a space that is just purely dedicated to working out. I find it easier to actually put more effort into it.
It might
Give
be
more.
that. It may also be the rest as well.
Yeah, well, that's definitely something that will pay into it, because you do not rest long enough in between.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
So yeah,
But you're doing it on your own. I get bored.
yeah, which is another reason to come to a gym as well.
Yeah.
So you get to socialise, and it means that you what? Yeah, you can see, oh, this is definitely.
Yeah, do you know what's really good for? Cable machines. On the cable machine, you can actually see
Yeah.
it's what it's like.
Do you know what's also really good for? Bands as well. Say if you're, say if you wanted to do the conjugate method or something like that.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, how much weight is at the top of this movement? Just stick one of them on, then you know.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Can I go on spots like that?
Of course, yeah. Keep on looking, but I've not got any watch.
One more down, leave it alone.
No worries. Nice. No worries. It's good. Okay. Let's go in. Why do you think you were keen to train on Christmas Day? Is it because you're a little bit of a Scrooge, so Christmas Day isn't really anything other than a normal day with some nicer food? You thought,
Well, it's certainly that. But also because I wanted to come here, I wanted to see what it's like.
yeah. And then it's nice for us to have our bi-yearly session together in an actual gym.
Yes.
So this is nice. It's actually nice to have a proper session together.
Is there a membership fee here as well, or not?
There is, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, definitely losing some range on those last few, but hey ho. It's not, but because we are taking so long in between our rest periods, you don't really generate all that much heat. Yeah,
Again?
of course.
Yeah.
And you're right?
Right, hold on. Yeah. My fingers went there. That's it.
There you go. So, come closer, otherwise we'll swing again. Closer.
Right.
Come a bit closer. There you go, start from there.
That's it.
We'll take that. We'll take it. Nice bit of strength training there. Go on, I'll pick it up for you. Happy days. I think what happened on that second rep is you got to the bottom and then just completely, like almost completely relaxed apart from your forearm flexors. So all that elastic potential energy just went, and you had to generate it from scratch again, which makes it...
I'm also getting tired.
Yeah, no, there's also that as well. You feeling okay?
Fingers are hurting.
Yeah.
The rheumatics. But,
Yeah. I've definitely noticed that recently my knuckles have been starting to be a little bit problematic. And not necessarily my fingers, but my knuckles. And I notice it's worse when I crack my knuckles. I don't know whether that's some sort of pain expectation effect going on. Because that whole myth around cracking your knuckles resulting in arthritis has been debunked. However, there is definitely some sort of correlation there. When I crack my knuckles more, they do become a bit more painful. We'll do one more set of this, and then we'll go into some rowing movements, and then we'll leave it there, we'll be done.
as I say, I think we'll be expected to be making a move in 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okie dokie. I'll stop filming there and then we can